Hi, this is Shinde Yanyam. Previous lecture we studied centripetal force, centrifugal force and their difference. Today we are going to study applications of uniform circular motion. There are in textbook there are three applications they given, and these are: first one, motion of a vehicle along horizontal circular track; second one, wall of a death or whale of death; and third one, motion of a vehicle along banked road. Out of these three applications, first one, motion of a vehicle along horizontal circular track. Now suppose this is an horizontal circular track. This is an horizontal circular track. Okay. Now this will be a vehicle. Let m be the mass of this vehicle which is moving with constant velocity v, with constant velocity v along the horizontal circular track of radius r, of radius small r. While moving, the force of friction produced between surface of road and tires of vehicle. The force of friction denoted by Fs. Okay. While moving the vehicle, three forces acting on it, and these forces are: first one, three forces are acting on the vehicle, and these are: number one, weight of the vehicle, W is equal to mg, acting in vertically downward direction. W is equal to mg, that is weight, and how to act it? Acting in vertically downward direction. Now the second force acting on the vehicle is normal force, or can say normal reaction, N. Here the direction of weight and the direction of normal reaction are exactly opposite. Okay, second force, second one, normal force N, normal force or normal reaction, acting in vertically upward direction, acting in vertically upward direction. Okay, here the magnitude of normal reaction and weight are same, but their direction are opposite. Okay, then why this force is called as normal force? Because this normal force always perpendicular to the surface, perpendicular to the surface, so called as normal force, so called as normal force. Okay, now the third force acting on the vehicle is Fs. Fs with the force of static friction. Force of static friction. And its direction acting towards the center of circular track. Okay, these are the various forces acting on the vehicle when vehicle is moving along horizontal circular track. Okay, here it is found that the vertical normal force, upward normal force, is balanced by the vertical downward force W. Okay, that means they balance each other. Here we have to write the weight of vehicle is balanced by normal reaction. That is W is equal to N. And that is N is equal to mg. Write this as equation number 1. N is equal to mg. W means mg. Okay, this will be equation number 1. See, the weight of vehicle is balanced by normal reaction. That means N is equal to mg. They are equivalent. Next one. In previous lecture, we already studied that for maintaining every circular motion, centripetal force is necessary. For maintaining every circular motion, centripetal force is necessary. This centripetal force is acting along the radius and directed towards the center of circle. Okay, here the direction of centripetal force is towards the center of circle. Is the direction of force of static friction towards the center of circular track? Yes, the direction of Fs is towards the center of circular track. That means here Fs provides the necessary centripetal force to maintain circular motion. Okay, we can write in short, the force of static friction provides necessary centripetal force to this vehicle. Okay, that means Fs is equal to FCP. But we know that FCP is equal to mv square upon r, and which is equal to mv square upon r. See, Fs is equal to mv square upon r. Write this as equation number 2. Fs is equal to mv square upon r. But we know that in 11th standard we studied as velocity of the vehicle goes on increases, the force of static friction also increases. That means as v increases, Fs also increases. And this Fs and this Fs is always directly proportional to the normal reaction n. Fs is directly proportional to n. That means the force of static friction is directly proportional to normal reaction. Now here we have to neglect this proportionality sign by taking a proportionality constant. Here Fs is equal to proportionality constant, suppose mu into s, mu into s or mu s into n, where this proportionality constant mu s is called as coefficient of static friction. Is called as coefficient of static friction. Mu s is called as coefficient of static friction. Therefore, maximum force of static friction is equal to, can be written as, and this Fs is for maximum velocity. Earlier we studied that as v increases, Fs also increases. That means Fs max is equal to mu s into, now here n is equal to mg. N is equal to mg. So instead of n, we have to substitute mg here. M into g. Write this as equation number 3rd. Equation number 3rd. Now substitute value of Fs, which is equal to mu s into mg, in equation 2nd. Substituting value of Fs in equation 2nd, we get mu s into mg is equal to m v square upon r. Here m gets cancelled, and therefore mu s into g is equal to v square upon r remains, and from that v square is equal to mu s into rg, and therefore v is equal to under root mu s into rg. This is the expression for maximum safety speed of vehicle along the horizontal curved road. This is the expression for maximum safety speed of vehicle along horizontal curved road, and which is equal to under root mu s rg. This maximum safety speed of vehicle is depends upon coefficient of static friction, is depends upon radius of circular track, and is also depends upon acceleration due to gravity. It is strictly independent on mass of the vehicle. Okay, if vehicle crosses that much of speed, then it can be thrown out from the surface of road, road, so that it is necessary to keep the speed of vehicle less than or equal to mu s under root mu s into rg. This is about the motion of a vehicle along horizontal circular track. See here, 3 forces are acting on the vehicle when vehicle is moving along horizontal circular track. These forces are W, weight, normal reaction, and force of friction. Here weight is balanced by normal reaction. Then here the direction of Fs that is force of static friction, is towards the center of circular track. That means Fs provides the necessary centripetal force. That means Fs is equal to centripetal force. Centripetal force is nothing but mv square upon r. But we know Fs is equal to mu s into n, and which is equal to mu s into mg. This force is maximum for maximum velocity. Okay. Now, if we compare equation second and third, we get v square is equal to mu s into rg, and therefore Vmax is equal to under root mu s rg. If the speed of vehicle is less than or equal to under root mu s into rg, vehicle can be easily moved along the horizontal circular track. But if the speed of vehicle is greater than that much, then vehicle can be thrown out from the